Picture this, you just arrived in Las Vegas, the city of neon dreams, endless nights, and that famous promise, everything you want, for one low room rate. But when you check your bill, the real cost hides in the fine print. Resort fee, $45 per night. Parking, $25. A vague wellness charge, another $12. In total, you've paid over $80 before you even start having fun. Once upon a time, Vegas was known for free buffets, valet service, and complimentary parking. Now, every step comes with a charge. For many visitors, it no longer feels like coming to play, it feels like paying to breathe. A city built on the thrill of freedom has turned into a maze of hidden fees and corporate traps. So the question is, if Vegas no longer feels welcoming, will people still come back? Today, we're exposing how resort and parking fees, those little extras, are quietly driving tourists away from the world's entertainment capital. Resort fee sounds harmless, doesn't it? A small charge to enhance the guest experience. But in reality, it was born out of desperation and corporate greed. In the late 1990s, when hotel revenues in Las Vegas began to dip, resort executives invented a clever trick to keep listed prices low while earning more: price splitting. Instead of raising a room to $200, they kept it at $150, then added a $50 resort fee. The result? The website still showed $150. Guests clicked Book Now and only discovered the truth when the total bill crossed $200 at checkout. At first, only a few hotels tried it, Bally's Flamingo, but it worked too well. Revenue climbed, and guests barely noticed the fine print that said, plus resort fee. By 2010, the entire strip had caught on. MGM Resorts, Caesars Entertainment, Wynn, and the Venetian all joined the game. By 2025, the average resort fee on the strip had reached $4,055 per night, and that was just the beginning. Parking, once a symbol of Vegas hospitality, vanished next. MGM became the first to kill free parking in 2016, and within 2 years, every major property followed suit. The generosity that made Vegas famous has been replaced by corporate nickel and diming. It all started with a small fee and ended with a city that feels like it's charging you for breathing. Ask a first-time visitor to Las Vegas in 2025 what surprised them most, and the answer might shock you. Not the lights, not the casinos, the bill. Hidden fees are slowly destroying the magic for millions of travelers. One couple from California booked a $139 room online, but their checkout bill came to nearly $230 after resort fees, taxes, and parking. It felt like legal robbery, the husband said. Vegas isn't fun anymore. International tourists are even more confused. In most countries, hotel prices include all fees. But in Vegas, you pay extra for Wi-Fi, gym access, or pool service even if you never use them. Social media has become a battleground. TikTok and Reddit are flooded with Vegas ripoff videos, tourists holding receipts, pointing out hidden charges they never agreed to. One viral clip hit 12 million views in just 48 hours, with the top comment reading, "Vegas now charges you for smiling." Even corporate groups are leaving. A conference organizer revealed that total accommodation costs in Vegas are now 2,025% higher than Orlando or Dallas, purely because of resort and parking fees. The clearest impact? Repeat visitors are vanishing. According to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, the return visitor rate has fallen from 83% in 2016 to just 68% in 2024. That means nearly 1 in 3 people who came once decided not to come back. Once the symbol of value for money, Vegas has become the ultimate example of you get less but pay more. And perhaps the most painful part, even locals now avoid the Strip entirely. As public outrage grew, Vegas hotel giants didn't apologize, they justified. They launched a polished PR campaign defending resort and parking fees, using language that sounded reasonable, until you looked closer. Caesars Entertainment claimed, "Resort fees maintain the international standard of excellence for our guest experience." MGM Resorts said, "These charges allow us to offer high-speed Wi-Fi, fitness centers, and premium pool access." Wynn Las Vegas even declared, "It ensures a complete and comfortable stay." But the reality? Wi-Fi is a basic feature at most mid-range hotels. The gym, many guests don't even know where it is. The pool, some properties close it during winter, but the fee still applies. Travel experts call it systematic deceptive pricing. Casinos avoid raising base room prices because that would hurt their top ranking on search engines. Sites like Booking.com and Expedia prioritize cheaper listings, so corporations keep room rates low and hide the real cost in resort fees. Compared to other destinations like Miami or Honolulu, Vegas remains the undisputed champion of hidden charges. In Miami, resort fees average $2,535 per night. In Vegas, they often exceed $50. A travel market analyst put it bluntly, they're trading decades of trust for a few $1,000,000 in short-term profit. Once trust is gone, no fee can buy it back. Once a few major players jumped in, the domino effect hit hard and fast. Even industry insiders admitted, if you don't charge resort fees, you can't survive. Between 2017 and 2020, nearly every hotel on the Las Vegas Strip, from Bellagio and Aria to Planet Hollywood and Luxor, adopted mandatory extra charges. Even holdouts like Treasure Island and Circus eventually caved. It became a race to the bottom. Everyone knew guests hated resort fees, but no one dared to stop because skipping it meant missing next quarter's profit target. Parking followed the same path. Vegas was once famous as the city where you could drive straight into a casino, park for free, and walk to the blackjack tables in minutes. But after MGM killed free parking in 2016, Caesars and Wynn followed suit. Within 2 years, every major resort on the Strip was charging $15 to $30 for parking. Even guests spending thousands at five-star properties weren't spared. Ironically, smaller hotels, the ones trying to compete on price, suffered most. On Expedia or Google, the $99 per night listings looked cheap, but the final bill was nearly double once fees were added. A travel analyst summed it up perfectly. Vegas turned from the playground of entertainment into the playground of fees. When everyone's doing it, no one fears losing customers except the customers themselves. As frustration turned into fury, visitors stopped staying quiet. They went public, and for the first time in years, regulators took notice. By 2023, a wave of class action lawsuits hit Nevada courts, accusing hotel giants of price deception and false advertising. The biggest cases targeted Caesars Entertainment and MGM Resorts, claiming they intentionally hid resort fees during booking, making prices appear 2,000 and 30% cheaper than the real cost. Plaintiffs demanded hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation. Under mounting pressure, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission, FTC, launched investigations. The FTC stated, advertised prices must reflect the total cost. Hidden fees mislead consumers. Meanwhile, states like Pennsylvania and California drafted new bills requiring hotels to display final prices up front. Social media became the front line. Hashtags like #Vegas ripoff, #hidden fees, and #boycott the Strip exploded across platforms. Popular travel YouTubers uploaded videos titled "Vegas is not worth it anymore," amassing millions of views. One Reddit comment summed up the mood. I used to love Vegas because it felt free. Now, every step costs money. The fallout came quickly. By 2024, hotel occupancy along the Strip dropped 5.2%, the steepest decline since the pandemic. Vegas now faces its most dangerous threat, the loss of trust. Las Vegas was once a place where no matter who you were treated like royalty. Free buffets, free parking, free cocktails, all part of the message. We want you to enjoy yourself and spend happily. But somewhere along the way, the city forgot why the world loved it. Every dollar became a fee. Every experience turned into a transaction. Vegas no longer feels like a dream, it feels like a spreadsheet lit by neon lights. Tourists aren't just leaving because of money, they're leaving because of disrespect. And so the final question is this: if the City of Freedom now charges for everything, what's left of Las Vegas?